Have create air bubbles constantly. Don't require anything. Anything else you'd like to add to these strange, fucked up creatures?
Nah. Yeah, they had 3 eyes instead of 2.
Okay.
Okay. That seems plausible.
Based on the fact that they are originated from the astral sea, they move based on their intelligence, which is very low.
Yeah, that tracks.
And there is always one leader in the flock.
Oh, the leader is black.
Yes.
It's very progressive.
I was just thinking the biggest, gnarliest male, but that's
the biggest, gnarliest male is always black.
It might come in brown.
I feel like that's
variation.
a hate crime. I don't know why.
It can come in like a brown variation, but that's like
the
an
way it was
ancient
stated.
sheep. Yeah,
the ancient sheep are brown.
Yeah.
How about this? They darken as they age.
Ooh, yes.
That's why the young ones are easy to spot because they're bright periwinkle, a light blue against the starlight.
So they look white to
them.
me because I can't see periwinkle.
Yeah, they look white to most people because they're very, very subtle.
So
but as they age, they start by turning a charcoal gray, then later brown, and then eventually into a deep black. So the leaders tend to be the biggest, darkest coated sheep.
Yes,
how's that work?
I like that. I like that idea.
Alex, do you know what you forgot when you leveled up crewmates?
What?
You forgot to change their HP.
Oh, sorry.
I just realized we leveled up.
Yes.
I haven't done my level up shit.
And I leveled up like 12 characters and you couldn't even level 1.
Hey, I forgot we leveled up.
After we argued about it, you forgot.
Yes.
Seems like you.
Debate.
A heated argument about why the fuck you were in front of
I remember.
this.
I am either going to choose an ability score improvement or a feat. So I was browsing through feats. That's the only thing I need to do.
Sentinel.
Wiki feats?
Oh.
Why were you browsing
Warcaster.
wiki feats?
You should definitely take
and,
Warcaster if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually
That also
good. Do I have it?
feels very Talia.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually don't have Warcaster.
There you go.
Oh.
That's an easy decision to make.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should absolutely have Warcaster.
Yes, I definitely should.
It's like a bread and butter
Okay.
for every spellcaster, to be perfectly honest.
Any
Well,
spellcaster that leans on concentration, even the littlest bit.
Including paladins sometimes, actually. It's not bad to have Warcaster on a paladin.
Oh, yeah, no. Pretty much everything. Hattie has Warcaster.
I think
It also makes sense
I think Hu Zhao is about to learn Warcaster.
No.
I don't think Belladonna has Warcaster, but
You're both level 4. You need to wait
Next
to
level.
level 8 for... Yeah, level 4, level 8, level 12, level 16, unless you're a fighter. So
That's interesting.
no, you lost your chance to learn Warcaster. Until level 8, that is.
I'm typing up a bonkers live cast.
Okay.
did I? Eh. Wait, question. About sorcerers and spells. I know. Is it wizards that can change their spell book thing? Are sorcerers and spells a set thing?
Sorcerer
Yeah.
has set spells.
You can,
Okay.
I believe you can change one on level up, if I remember
Yeah, you
correctly.
can.
You can drop
That
one
is a
spell.
variant rule.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
Oh
up to
my
Alex then.
god, they're so cute! My god, they have not enough eyes.
Did you AI generate the sheep?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would I not do that?
I was kind
I mean,
of
I just
waiting.
wasn't. I was typing and wasn't paying attention. I just didn't realize you were.
They're so cute. Please keep them as cute as that. Oh my god, I love them. I'm in love with the sheep.
I mean,
They are
there's
now
a
a
that's a
thing.
very Wales thing to be, but sure.
They are a thing. They now exist, and they're so cute. And the haunting, actually. I don't know why they're all looking up.
I mean, they're looking up at the stars
Yeah.
for their next meal.
Look upon the space sheep.
Oh my god. They are adorable.
Oh, did you post it in Spelljammer? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, alright. I get it. Oh yeah, roll 20.
The one in front is drowning in space, but sure.
Yeah,
The middle
I know.
on the top is just an eye floating in the
I know, there
air,
are some
but-
random eyes. I don't get that one.
It is how they are actually a hive mind, and that's how they look out for predators.
And they reproduce by mitosis. This
Yes.
is the mitosis happening in front of you.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Okay. You know, actually, the giant eyes on them would make sense if they lived in space because, like, they need to capture and see the little minuscule amounts of light that are out there.
They are so cute.
Yeah.
So
They
actually, massive
probably
eyes.
have blind sight as well.
And tremor sense.
Yes.
Possibly, yeah. Huh. They're indeed pretty cute.
Adamantine infused bad news. What the fuck is this?
We're not going
Oh.
into that.
Yes.
I made that. It was for a gunslinger character. And he kept upgrading his gun.
Hero Blade Hyakun is not a gunslinger.
Hero bit.
Right, shall we start then?
Give me about 2 more minutes to finish my summary, and we can get started with the bonkers podcast.
Okay, so how was your day, Aina?
It was supposed to be a nice, cozy Sunday.
And it turned out to be a shit show.
I had to go to work to deal with an issue none of the others could fix, because it's been a problem since like Friday. So I was like, oh, fine.
Why are your coworkers invisible?
I keep asking myself that same question every single day.
It's just kind of weird, like, how they don't know how to do shit.
Yeah, like the thing is, the problem we had was with like the coffee maker, because whenever I wash the coffee machine, I take out every movable piece and I clean everything so the grout is blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm apparently the only one that does this, so from time to time the coffee maker gets stuffed, and you have to pull out all of the parts. The problem is that even though I've taught everyone how to do this, none of them does it, so they don't know how to take it out. And now she hadn't been able to make coffee since like Friday, so...
Just terrible, these people.
Yes.
These people.
It is starting to... It has actually started to annoy me to the point where I'm contemplating
show officially. The show,
Right.
the game.
And we're back.
what I mean. Welcome back, everyone, to another Wild Lights, Wild Space adventure. Today we have an absolutely crazy one, and that's a lot coming from me. So, my crew and I were exploring this presumed abandoned weapons factory from ages past. Yeah, it wasn't nearly as abandoned as we had presumed. The environment was harsh, the enemies harsher, and after a significant challenge, combat with many of these protective creatures, we ended up making the hard decision to send the rest of the crew home to ensure their survival. I ended up slinking around a lot as we looked for the information while also hoping to survive myself, but knowing that they were safe was enough to keep me going, which is, kind of weird for me, but I actually like these chuckle schmucks a lot, but don't tell them.
You just told us.
Chuckle schmucks.
Don't tell them. Anyway, after sneaking past dozens of
told
zombies
us.
and these swarms of micro-robots, drones, and nanobots, and a few of these massive protector golems, I managed to get to the prize that we needed, which was an information core. But that really only left one exit available to me, and that exit was some sort of molecular disintegration teleportation thing. It was
protocol.
It was unpleasant, but pragmatic. Definitely didn't scar me at all. I'm totally fine.
No.
Anyway, I've got some
No.
stuff to think. I've got some stuff to think about, but it did work, and everyone is safe, so it was worth it, I think. Anyway, we're back safe on our ship now, and on to our next adventure. Stay wild until next time, everyone. Bonkers out.
Amazing. Wonderful.
So, if you
There
have
we
any
go.
questions about what happened, you can ask, but that was a
No,
decent
see,
summary through Bonkers' eyes.
This is why I love Bonkers Wildcast, because you actually talk so fast when you're bonkers that I actually have to stop whatever I'm doing and pay attention, which actually means it has a positive effect, because then I actually pay attention to
So
you and you make it
either
so
you're
cool.
telling me I need to talk quicker and then you'll keep up with it and just pay full attention
No.
to me. Is that what you're telling me right now? Are you
No,
trying to
I
do this
love-
to me? I can completely and totally do this for the entire fucking session and completely keep you enthralled. Just talk at the speed of fucking light, so you can't actually get a word in and you can't actually think about anything else but me.
But that means that I space out.
Yeah.
See, so it's a very good thing we don't happen to do this every single time, because then we can have a bit of both all the time. And it's a wonderful circle of life.
Best of both worlds.
But yes, we
Presently, we
was-
find ourselves wrapping up from a meal, I believe. I believe
Yes.
we were still having dinner, or
You're still having dinner or your meal. Diranor's not too pleased because he's made meat, but
Yeah.
you're not giving him the enjoyment that he thinks you glean from it.
I said the food is lovely. Whatever do you mean?
Since Dirinor is my character, it's now canon that he has started preparing meat. He just doesn't salt or he doesn't spice it at all.
It's
He
just
does
plain.
with mushrooms and fungal spores.
Yeah, like he,
Yeah, alright.
he tries to not make it as good as his vegetarian dishes.
Absolutely, yeah, that seems like a kind
Yes.
of thing he'd do.
So he's on purpose. He
Half-assing
doesn't
it.
salt the meat. Yeah, he's doing it on purpose.
very fair. Bonkers probably only eats a little bit of it anyway. He leans towards the vegetable dishes, though not exclusively.
So it is worth knowing, Aina. I finally got to make my damn items.
Yes, you did.
What
I
I
didn't stop you.
Yeah, no, you don't need to know. They are actually posted in the chat.
I'm going to take a bite of what's in, like, some potato dish or something like that that's in front of us, and just gesture over to Diranor and just give him a nod quietly, so he knows that I appreciate it without interrupting the conversation.
Hang on, I'll see if I can tell you what he cooked.
What?
You will notice that Bonkers is pretty well bandaged up as well at this point, and not moving very comfortably.
You seem a bit off. You feeling fine?
Of course he isn't. Whatever do you
Um,
mean?
Well, better than it was a few days ago, at least. But, Were you?
No amount of
Was you
healing
here?
magic can fix that.
I was at the beginning.
No.
Because we got you back to the ship.
Yes.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know how, because... Yeah, she just vanished.
Oh, I assumed she went with you when you used your cleric
did
magic.
Not see her.
She
Oh,
may have
I
been
did.
there anyway.
I disappeared way before that.
Oh. Okay. Well. Anyway, it was a bit of an ordeal. Let's just say it was not looking very good for all of us, and I decided it was best to send everybody back to the ship. But the mission was too critical for me to go with them, and I finished it on its own. But then had Mular get me out, which admittedly worked.
Keep
Just
going. I'm still listening.
it was not without its side effects. It kind of hurt a lot.
Do you need a little pick-me-up?
I've
Don't
had
take any
so much healing.
pick-me-ups from that person.
It's not worth it at this point,
Excuse
honestly.
me? What are that supposed to mean? And she glares at Bonnie.
You know exactly what that's supposed to mean.
Talia, normally I greatly appreciate it, but it's not going to help in this case. It's just one of those things I got to ride out while my body puts itself back together.
May I suggest take a hot bath? You know, relax. Have some scented candles and oils.
I have been doing that for days. Trying to... This is actually my first day out of bed. I couldn't get up out of bed until late last night, maybe.
We all been
thought it
very
was-
worried about you.
I
And
thought
she
it was-
glares at Talia.
I thought it was a bit quiet when I had my nap.
Yeah, no, Are you saying I talk a lot? I probably do.
I mean, yes and
Oh,
or
but
no.
it is a nice thing,
Probably.
though, Bunkus. It's good that you talk. I like it.
I appreciate that. I will take that to heart and not try to take this too personally. I've got enough on my plate right now.
You feeling better then?
Somewhat. Still, everything still hurts, but it's down to like a 6 instead of a 10.
So what you need is a drink then?
Just as long as it's not some of your... Something like, yes,
Weed.
maybe.
The wolf juice thing.
I am not gonna give him
Not the wolf
wolf
juice.
I'm not gonna give him the wolf juice.
That would be
Fine.
funny though right now. That, weirdly enough, it might actually make things hurt less. But no, please don't.
Well,
But if... Do we have anything like an ale or something like that I can just have a few sips of? Not much, just something a little bit.
have my standard whiskey.
out of character, the ship should still be stocked with Nimble wine, as far as I know. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's... Isn't Nimble Elven?
Yes,
That,
it is.
Which means it's
is
gonna be
it a hate
incredibly strong.
crime?
No,
It's-
but Elven Ale or Elven wine is incredibly strong.
Well,
Yes.
wait, it might be ale though.
I
Nimble
think we
ale.
have ale. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Nimble ale. Because it was specifically something Auden brought in, like way early on.
You know
And
what,
it's been-
Bonnie? Do we have ice? I'm kind of down for a little bit of your whiskey, just a little bit on the
On the
rocks. Is that how
rocks?
they say it?
We can
Yeah.
There's ice in
alcohol.
the kitchen.
I mean, yes.
Good.
Or I
Can I-
can just... I mean,
I
yeah,
will
well,
go
it's...
fetch some ice for you, little friend. And Darren
That
always
would be-
walks off.
He's already gone. Oh, I was gonna say thank you.
Okay.
Oh well.
Oh, no,
Wow,
okay.
what a time is this that I'm not fast enough? And he slumps
Oh,
back
shit.
in his seat.
Uh-huh.
You hear clinking of metal above you, and you hear Diridor yell something. You can't hear what it is, and you hear a loud thump, and then you hear his walks coming down the stairs again, and he is now carrying a bucket of ice. I have brought the ice for you, my friend. And he gives Bonkers the whole bucket of ice.
That's heavy. Sits on the table.
Mm.
All right, cool. Thank you. It's one of these. I don't know. I figure out a glass that's roughly the size of a whiskey glass, and I put a couple of chunks of ice in it, and go, I don't know. Here, Bonnie, do something with this.
Okay, and she takes up her hip flask, unscrews the cork, and just does the normal, like, amount. There's basically a shot. So
Yeah,
it's not
just a
too
little.
much, and then she just add a bit for flavor, and she just pinches 3 drops of water in it.
I will trust you on this. You seem to know your drink, and
Yeah, I
cool.
have been
he'll take a
drinking
very-
this since I was 16.
I was gonna say I don't really want to know the age, but then I was curious. So yeah, okay, that checks out.
So about 10 years I've been
Oh.
drinking this.
Oh, this is sharp. Oh, is this what you people drink?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Moolah will speak up. Perhaps you should try something which I used to drink when I was
Alive. Sentient.
Young.
More
Organic.
humanoid.
more organic.
I know what
Not-
you mean, Mular.
Not as smart as today.
Smarter than today.
He will give you a wry smile.
In the past.
If anything, though, Mueller, I'm happy to taste.
I agree. This
By the way, I posted the menu.
it didn't actually load.
blank.
Yeah,
The
it
menu
didn't
is
load.
very blank, so
Oh,
there is
shit.
nothing on the
I-
menu today.
I put it in the wrong bit. I put it in the GM notes as a matter of fucking.
There we go.
I'm so sorry.
A 12-course fantasy space banquet.
So about the time Bonkers goes, is this what you people drink? He takes another sip of it.
Moolah will slam a very exuberant looking bottle. Not slam. Will place a very exuberant looking bottle on the table. As you say that.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I would love
Does
some of
someone-
the
Does
similarities
someone want
through
the
this.
honors?
I mean, I'll start.
All right.
Yes.
Well, every meal on this ship is basically like he puts everything out and you choose whatever the fuck you want to eat.
I'm
It's
taking
like
the
you
screws.
take a little bit of everything, kind of.
Yeah.
I will uncork the drink that Mula set out, and I will pour myself a small glass.
Excellent. Someone drank it.
Yeah.
I decided Mulan needs more of a humanistic character, so he drinks because he was a bard.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
And I've been sitting on
Void
this one for a
fire
while.
whiskey.
Okay, I know it's AI generated, but like I'd still
It's
drink
really cool. Yeah, I know.
that. Yeah.
It looks like lava in the glass, though.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of cosmos.
Yeah, or like cosmic amber or something.
Yeah. I
Wild
will take
powder.
It is a good look for whiskey.
I will swirl the glass and then take a tiny sip and taste it.
The first taste, as you know from the flavor profiles, because that is how in depth this fucking thing is. You get a searing heat like the sun's corona, with notes of charred nebula oak, plasma toasted vanilla, and ionized caramel.
Oh, this is lovely.
So it's basically Fireball.
Yeah. It
smells
is
spicy in
space-
here.
Space fireball.
Which slowly develops into a deep, smooth, gravity-aged smoothness with hints of dark spice, cosmic anise, and a whisper of cold vacuum smoke. I don't know what that tastes like. Liquid nitrogen?
Why would vacuum have smoke? But
I don't
yeah,
know.
Sure.
After that, you get a long, lingering supernova burst of black hole molasses, stardust pepper, and an electrified tingle that dances on the tongue. I love how far it went with this.
Ooh, ooh. And that's almost electric.
Oh, okay.
Here, pass,
so
pass.
it has a faint ethereal blue afterglow because it's old.
Taste
Pass
the
the
big blue.
bottle or the cup. I'm not sure which, but I kind of want to try that too. Today's the day for trying new things, apparently. Then again, I kind of always do this, but
Isn't
I
every
don't know.
day for trying new things?
This is true. This is true. You bring
I've
a
just
good
read
point.
the last bit. I forgot about this bit. Warning: due to its high energy content, Voidfire whiskey has been banned on several high gravity planets where sudden surges of heat can cause spontaneous combustion.
Well, we don't have much gravity here.
I will,
Wow. It seems like
Bonnie-
something a bard would have.
Bonnie will pass the
Illegal
bottle
whiskey.
around. And everyone who wants a drink takes the drink, I suppose.
Bonkers will taste a sip of it and just, whew, that's stronger than the last one, but it... more complicated? I don't know what I'm tasting for, but it... Well, there's
You
sweetness
ta-
there,
you-
and then it just got very hot. Does that sound
Right.
right?
It is. Let's just compare it to cheap whiskey and then expensive whiskey.
I don't normally drink much.
Yeah,
I don't
but
really know the
you
difference.
know
Bonkers
you
doesn't-
know
oh
how
no,
you
Bonkers
know
doesn't
how
drink.
money you know how money
Chicken
is
should
usually a
Yes.
factor of quality. So let's
Yep.
say my whiskey is worth about 500 electrum.
No, 500
Then
credits.
this, yeah, credits. Then this whiskey would be amongst the 50,000 mark, maybe.
Bonkers is not paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Like he
out of
is
it.
looking at you, but his eyes are like glazed over.
I will shuffle over
He's like-
to you. And
He's trying
will,
very hard to make it look like he's paying attention, but not doing a very good job of it.
I mean,
I'm
doesn't wanna
casting
offend
lesser restoration on you. You're not
Oh,
drunk
God.
anymore.
He wasn't even drunk. The con save was just for his ADHD.
Oh, okay. You're not ADHD anymore.
I mean, you can't cure ADHD with lesser restoration. I'm telling you this now.
yes, I can.
Wish or true polymorph, maybe.
I will.
No, I'm just going with wish. It's not even true polymorph at this point.
If I true
You could polymorph
polymorph you,
into a Harangon that did not have ADHD.
yeah,
Are we just sharing
That's why
drinks
I
at this point?
yeah, it
feels good after a meal.
calm. Yeah,
I
And
definitely
also-
got it.
What would the Saruk drink? Do you think it's an aperitif? Do you think it's a wine? Do you think it's a liqueur? What would
The
they
last
drink?
time she pulled out Saruk alcohol, it almost killed us.
Yes.
Also, can I just for fun, only when we are in non-combat scenarios, can Bonnie's create or destroy water be create or
Whiskey.
destroy whiskey?
Firewater.
Only out of combat.
No, I'm gonna let you have it in combat because you drink enough.
Okay.
Let's be perfectly honest.
To be fair, it would function like the grease spell, so it wouldn't even be broken anyway.
It would function. It's very flammable.
Like the grease spell.
Yeah.
That's literally how the
yeah.
grease spell works.
Talia will grab Muller's bottle and she will first look at it. Oh, I think it's been thousands of years since I saw a bottle like this.
I mean,
I wonder
it
if it
would be
tastes-
at this point.
I
This is
wonder
very
if it
fucking
tastes-
old.
I wonder if it tastes the same. And she pours herself a small glass of the whiskey and swirls it around like Bonnie did. Even though I think Talia wouldn't have done it if Bonnie weren't there. But she does it
To
anyway.
try and look civilized.
Yeah. And then she takes a sip of it.
Yes. There we go.
Mhm. Oh, yes, it's exactly how I remember it. And she
This is
puts
a
it
cool-
down.
This is a cool vent going on. Would Bonnie, I have a question for Bonnie above character.
Yes.
Would Bonnie hold on to a special bottle, or would she just drink her basic shit?
She got her through a magical starbeam ship, so her like its special thing is probably back on Kemet and not in her pocket.
Okay. I'm just checking because I've just
I
created
go-
alcohol for all of you.
Yeah, no, I got beamed here by Ra. So.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You could always mail order it for another 50,000 credits.
Yeah, I know. I need to go sell some stuff before I can do things again.
Oh, by the way, this is a Saruk spirit. I've just created it and I love it.
Oh,
This is what
Serpent's Blessing.
yeah.
It's an Akivit.
It's an Akvit, yes.
I can deal with like Akivit being the reason I almost killed my party members from Saruk alcohol.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I thought you'd
that
be
feels
okay
fitting.
with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like,
Yeah.
Talia does prefer wine, and you usually see her drink wine, but this is a thing as well. It's her secret alcohol.
This gives me an idea, and this gives me direction for where Bonker's going to go with this.
I've created one for Bonkers if you want it.
I can tell you right now that Bonkers, above table, Bonkers is going to start playing around with the idea of brewing, but realizing that most things are brewed too strong for somebody with his
Tolerance.
heritage, shall we say. He is small with a fast metabolism. Like, he doesn't need something very strong, so he's actually going to start looking into kombuchas.
Oh,
Brewing something with like a 1 and 2% alcohol rating. That's just enough to
I
it a little bit
would
of an
think
edge.
the Bonkers would be a coffee martini guy.
An espresso
Cop-
martini. That's
Coffee
too
martini.
dignified for him.
I still think it would be strong since
No.
it is a drink per se, but
It's still a liquor, and it has coffee in it. You would probably just kill him outright. His heart would explode.
You can manage a fairly not high alcohol martini.
I mean, I have made something for Bonkers.
Let's see it. I'm curious.
I've made something for all of you, actually.
Yeah.
This is Bonkers.
Feyval nectar.
Okay. That's when he wants something harder. Okay,
No, it's
Yes,
not
that's
that hard.
Something hard and sweet.
It's
like
not that
like a
hard.
10%. Okay.
This is
I can
Bon.
see it.
Would you like to see Bonnie's?
Yes, please.
Bonnie's, apart from the Saruk one, is actually my favourite. For the bottle alone.
Oh my god.
But no!
Labyrinth Reserve. The bottle cap is yes,
Amazing.
Minotaur flame whiskey. Yes,
It comes with its own. It comes with its own corkscrew already built in.
yes. You just
Actually, that'd be a cool marketing gimmick.
Yeah.
yeah, actually.
yeah. She probably has a bottle of this stashed at home, but not on the ship.
In the center of the labyrinth, right?
Yes. Yeah,
That's
because
just
Bonnie
how
lives in
houses
a
work.
labyrinth.
That was the joke.
Racist.
Face racism. I have tried to be
racist.
eaten like 40 times. I'm not counting. I'm not tracking racism anymore.
I'm just creating alcohols now for things. I've got a Nocturne one too now.
Because the undead drink.
I think the
Probably.
Nocturne may be my favourite one, actually. It may actually.
If it's not a
genuinely
very
be my favourite.
dry wine, because bones are dry. I don't know. There was.
Oh no, it's
it-
not. It's
Dry
so,
sherry.
it's so
Yeah.
It's a
far
dry
the other
sherry.
way that it's just beautiful.
It's
That's right.
actually a white Russian.
It's kelpy.
Yeah.
Good for the
no.
bones.
Oh no, it's just pure freaking calcium. Nothing else. It's just liquid calcium.
Liquid calcium. That's
That
what
does
they
not
drink.
sound pleasant, does it?
It is.
sounds
20%
Sounds
liquid.
strong.
20% liquid calcium, cut with 10% water, and then the other 70%.
Why do you have to say cut like it's drugs?
And then the other 70% is laboratory grade ethyl alcohol.
Oh.
Well, I,
It is
I
just
can't create.
alcoholic
I can't
calcium.
create one for the Anunnaki because They didn't understand
don't-
alcohol until Bonnie
Yeah.
arrived.
They're drinking cheap whiskey.
Give them a couple hundred years and they'll figure it out.
I don't think they're even going to take a couple of 100 years. Here's the Nocturne.
Give them a couple hundred
Which would
minutes.
be Nocturne would be on board because it would have been a gift. So
Ooh.
this is what Trix would drink if she was in Spelljammer.
I was.
Yeah.
It's a shadow brew. It's so tricks.
To be fair, Hattie would drink
no.
it with Trix. She probably wouldn't drink
Yeah.
it first, but she would go with Trix for sure.
This is one of future Trix's business deals. It's when she
Shadow
goes
brew.
spelljamming or where she expands her empire up in space. She's gonna start supplying the Nocturne with shadow brew. Straight from the source.
I love the way it's
Oh,
described, though. It's so
no.
dark. What?
Oh no, I just figured out if I were to use all my spell points on create or destroy whiskey, I would create 470 gallons of whiskey.
Oh, God!
That's my production every day. I'm not gonna do it, but I could.
The ship will no longer run out of pure grain alcohol. It's provided just by Bonnie.
Yeah.
She refuels the ship
Dimonor
once
cooks
every
with it and
month.
everything.
Yeah. That's a lot of whiskey.
It's about this time you'll see Bonkers. I think take probably a second pour, probably from Mular's, the interesting one. Just 'cause he wants
Mulas is
to
probably
different.
the nicest one apart from
Or-
the Nocturnal one, to be honest.
He doesn't know. He's really just being polite, to be totally honest. So he's gonna take a second pour, a pour from Mular's. Again, just a little bit in the bottom of a glass and just swirl it,
And also
smell it, and then he's
I
gonna
know.
grab one of the kebabs off the table and just go. I need a little bit of air. I don't
for
know. Give me I'll see you all in a minute. And he's gonna wander upstairs.
For no American, it is approximately 1,410 liters of whiskey.
God. Oh, by the way, this is Bonnie's cheap whiskey.
Yes. Oh. Minotaur's Wrath, yes.
For Brawler's Gamble.
Strong
for those
and
who don't ask questions.
Strong and unapologetically strong and unapologetically. I'm assuming it's supposed to say unapologetically.
Yeah.
To start off the dinner, Talia will help herself to the astral cheese selection and pair.
Of course
and
you
have,
would. Of all
And
things,
have
I
a
knew
glass
you would
of
choose
red
that.
wine. And have a glass of red wine. That is dinner for now.
I will have skewers.
I will pair it at the end with some celestial confections as well.
I mean, I liked that one more than anything else. It's literally going to be the lightest sponge in the world. It's zero gravity sponge. I love it.
I have grabbed one of the mushroom. I think it was mushroom and elk skewers.
Space elk.
And so that's what Bonkers grabbed, just one of those and a little bit of whiskey, and wandered off to go somewhere else.
Okay.
Yes, let the Harrigan with low tolerance wander off after he starts drinking.
To be
It's
fair, he's
fine.
not drinking
And
much. He's just...
standing suspiciously close to cannons.
Yeah, it's the standing suspiciously close to cannons that concerns me too, I'm going to be honest.
Just to give some immersion for Bonkers, as you appear on the deck, both Teddy and Snuffles will stand up and like
Oh
perch
God, I forgot
like
about
just
Teddy.
to see, and as
Yep.
as you have eye contact with Snuffles, he will then just and then he will lay down with Teddy again.
Does anyone else feel
Okay.
like Snuffles needs an update?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of like him as he is, to be
I
honest.
do, but I think he could do with an update.
Maybe a little.
Well, he needs a picture update.
Yeah,
That's
he
fair.
does. And I also
I-
need a stat update because he was the BBEG, but I think now he's dwarfed.
Yeah,
So-
I will not use him if he's the BBEG stats. I will rather use him with
No,
normal stats
I will
and actually be
normalize
able
his.
to use
I will
him.
normalize his stats.
But yeah, that is what Snuffles will do as you approach the deck.
That's fair. Bonkers is going to step out the door there and just kind of, as he sees them make eye contact, he's just going to hold a hand up and just be like, gesturing, it's okay, it's just me. And then just walk quietly to the back of the ship.
A point of reminder, Mular did say when you are ready he wishes to speak to you at some point in the hold. But carry on.
Also, Talia, would you mind joining me in my room for a minute? I might have something for you.
Oh god. It's double-ended.
Are you Are you going?
Sorry,
Are you going? Are you going to stab me now?
Oh, well, she went to completely the other side.
I am not.
Okay. Well.
I know
You
what you're
remember me talking about a dress I wanted to make, right?
Oh yes! I totally
Yeah.
don't remember that, but Talia would.
Yes. And it's done.
Have
And
you
I want to
finished it? Oh my god!
yes, and I want to see if it fits you.
Yes! Yes, I would love to try it on. Oh, is it ready?
It is ready.
Oh, wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful.
Come with me.
And
And-
you'll be
In a world of pure
imagination.
imagination.
What day is it?
Take a look and you'll see me sowing into creation.
And we will walk over to Bonnie's room. Well, do you know we will be back in 10 minutes. And I will lead you to my room.
Oh god.
Yes.
It sounds
And
deeply terrifying,
Wow.
but I know it's really not.
what? Why is this deeply terrifying?
Leading someone
It's
to
just-
their room for an undisclosed purpose is either sexual or
It is
aggressive.
not under clothes. I told
was-
you what I was going to do.
I knew what you were doing, but it still sounds seedy.
So
Yeah,
if you want, you can add Robe of the Scorpion Hydra. And I posted the picture of it in this.
I know, I love... Is that the picture you showed me before?
Yes.
I love the picture of it.
It is very Talia-esque.
Oh, I'm so curious about the dress.
It is. I like it. It is it's a good dress. It has protection. It can. Do you want me to tell you everything it does, or do you want to find out?
I think she
Oh, well, I don't mind you telling me.
Well, for stars, you get a bit extra protection because it's made of fairly sturdy and flexible metal. You can also sort of reflect incoming spells to varying degrees of efficiency. And the first time you just feel like dying in combat, you don't.
I love the description. First time you feel like dying in combat, it just doesn't happen.
No.
Somewhere Bunker's ears twitch.
You want to commit suicide? No, you can't.
I haven't died thus far, but it would be nice to be saved from death.
Going unconscious is probably the nicer term for it.
I do like this.
And it also automatically aligns to, if you are religious, it will align to your religion.
I have an above table question.
Yes.
On the picture, it also shows a helmet. Is that part of the robe?
I will allow it to be a part of the robe.
I was
I'm
thinking it was
asking
just
because I
Talia's
wasn't sure.
face.
I didn't know if it was
Yeah.
part of Talia's face after a bad dream, but
You're not gonna get anything but a crown on Talia, so let's
yeah.
not make it a helmet part.
Yeah. Then it's
Yeah.
not a helmet. The helmet is optional. It's like
It's
a
just
hidden
for the
button.
core. It's just Bonnie had like a skull laying around she wanted to get rid of, so she just threw it on the outfit. See?
Yeah, that is exactly why.
Yes.
but your skulls laying around is concerning, but nevertheless.
Yes. I looted so many skulls. What's ever
I
do
mean,
you
you really have looted a lot of skulls at this point.
Yeah.
Well, it would connect you to your chosen deity, and I would think that would be a world serpent for you, wouldn't it not?
Yes, it would be.
Which is it makes you it sort of borrows a bit of the power from the deity to make one of your spells not use any spell points, regardless
Oh,
of the strength of the spell.
oh, that's quite handy.
Yes, and anyone in anyone who favors or friendly to your deity will sort of look at you with a little more reverence. It
You
would be
know what?
easier to talk to them.
You know what, Bonnie? It kinda. Well, take away all the fabric, because I come from a really warm place. It kind
Mhm.
of resembles the outfit that the high priests and priestess wore back in my
Oh,
homeworld.
that's interesting.
Yeah, that tracks.
Ah,
I don't know. I don't know how the peasants
Oh, wow.
were
oh,
dressed, but
She went
at least
straight for peasant
us.
shit.
Well, she's a noble woman, so. But yeah, no, it is so beautiful. How did you manage this? This is
oh,
amazing.
I had a lot of help from Harkonnen. He was a big help in the design and the making of the dress. He is very good with both welding equipment and a sewing needle.
You're just going to give it to me? Or
And why not?
oh,
It,
thank you. She reaches out and hugs you.
it fits you better than it fits me, like aesthetically.
Well, you
Bonnie
have
holds it up like
captured my
not for me.
aesthetic. She will release the hug and she will take another look at the dress. You are correct, Bonnie. It's very me.
Yeah.
Sorry to
And I
interject,
am
but
due for a
why
new
why
dress.
this is happening? What is Bonkers doing?
There's
I'm
nobody
loving
up
this
there at the
moment, but
moment.
still.
That's fine. But Bonkers is just sort of sitting there, half leaning, half sitting on this cannon off the aft deck. Just kind of leaning there, glass of whiskey. Not really doing much with it, but taking an occasional little sip just because it's interesting. It's something he's trying. Take a bite of his kebab, chew it for a minute, just kind of staring off into space, talking a lot inside his head, but not talking much outside.
Talking inside his head. Thinking, you mean?
Yes, that is exactly what I meant.
You're that little
So he's
voice
not-
that tells you not to do terrible things. You don't have that. Sorry, that's what you said.
But no, he's just sitting there wondering, just kind of processing a lot of different things that have come up. I think he had his first very realistic near-death experience. Because like he's gone down a couple of times, but he's always been right there with his friends and assumed that things would be okay. This was probably the worst that he's had it so far. So he has a
having a
lot on his
moment of
mind to process.
reflection.
Yeah, definitely a moment of reflection. The other part is that he's realizing that if you could see the thoughts in his head, he's realizing that he didn't know why, but he decided to put the crew's safety above his own, which is not something he normally... It's not like he normally would throw the crew under the bus to save himself, but normally his priority hasn't been that clearly on keeping everybody else safe. So he's kind of trying to come to terms with why he did that and realizing that he really does think of this crew as a family at this point. He's been with them for, what, a year and a half, 2 years at this point? It's the longest he's been with anybody short of his own actual family. Most crews he would stick with for a run, a month or two, and then move on to the next place. But he's been here for years at this point. He's just kind of processing and figuring out his new place in all of this and kind of coming to terms with the fact that he might actually be the sort of de facto leader here, in the sense that he's weirdly the responsible one, which is a terrifying thought for him. And he'll just take another sip, another bite of. Ooh, a mushroom this time. Ooh, those are good. I need to tell Deernor thanks. These are amazing. And he'll just sit there, staring out at the stars.
Only thing I managed to think about after you said you took a bite is Aina's former comment that Deernor doesn't spice the meat, but spices the mushroom. So the mushroom tastes so much better than meat on these skewers.
Yeah.
Yes. The mushrooms are amazing on the skewers. The meat is...
Yes, it's a
not,
meat.
It's not, yeah, it's not chewy.
He's not used
it's
to cooking it though either. It's worth noting.
Yeah, like the meat is tender. It's just bland.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you pair it with the mushrooms, it's doable though.
Meanwhile,
That's why I went for the skewer.
Meanwhile, in How to Look Good Robed, what's going on?
In the meantime, Talia would have undressed and tried on the Bonnie's dress.
Are you undressing in front of Bonnie? An avid
Well,
lesbian?
we are both
Sorry.
girls. Girls tend to not care,
Right.
so I assume this is the same de facto rule here as well.
I am
Probably.
bisexual, not a lesbian. But I will whistle.
And Talia,
Okay.
Talia have had a flirt with a Katsuki, so she is not down to be.
Talia, I've
with-
accepted is pansexual. She will take whatever she can get after this many years.
Yeah,
Talia- yeah.
Yeah, she would do anyone. She just likes the person. But yes, she will try on the dress to see if it fits. And hopefully it does fit.
Perfectly.
It would magically size
I
itself
was
to
about
you.
to say, its magical armor will just fit no matter what.
Oh my god, my ass looks so good in this dress. How did you manage that?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't know why Hurricane decided
it's worth
to
knowing that
make
everything
it
he makes is incredibly tight-fitting and lifting.
very tight fitting, but I love the curves,
Look, it
and
helps the AC.
kind of lifts up your boobs a little.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's not a wonder bra, it's an ultra bra. They're
Yeah.
nearly at your chin at this point.
Like I know I'm old, but my boobs have never looked this good before.
I mean, you're
They're
not
aggressively
old.
pointed at this point, to be honest.
You don't look a day over 33.
Oh, thank you. But you should add some zeros behind those. Exactly 3, actually.
I would cough 1,000. No, I won't.
Wow, but thank you, Bonnie. This means a lot to me. I have been looking for a new dress for a long time. This suits me better.
It's a nice dress, and it took us so much time to get the materials, and also it's just fun making things.
Please, I will happily pay for it. How much do you want for the dress? I can at least pay you for the cost of the materials.
Actually, the materials
She
is
gives you
thing
soul
I
coins.
gathered myself. Let's just, you know what? You look amazing, and that's payment enough. And she winks.
Oh, you can look at me anytime you want, darling.
As this is going on, I've decided I'm going to have a lovely moment with... I'm going to humanise Molar slightly. Bonkers, you will feel a hand on your shoulder. Does death weigh upon you?
I don't actually know.
Molar is looking at you.
Oh, I knew already. Remember, I have the
Yeah.
alert feat. I can't be surprised.
I know, but still.
Hey, Mular. I don't know. I mean, a little bit, but not really, because like I've always known I was going to go out one of these days. I've already accepted that part of my life long time ago.
What did you see?
But
I have died. I saw something different, perhaps.
I don't
Mulan
know.
technically has died. He's literally...
Yeah. I have a... I don't know. Death is an interesting discussion and topic because I know it's not the end of our journey, but it's also just I don't know. I'm not really worried about it. It's just part of life as a mortal being. Just it happens. It's no big deal. You gotta just live every day to its fullest until.
In an old book on Toro, apparently to die is a very great adventure. Do you agree?
I've heard similar.
I'm hoping somebody gets that reference.
No.
I think I get it.
I'm hurt, but carry on.
I feel like that's a Terry Pratchett reference.
It's not, it's J.M. Barrie.
Okay.
Did you feel cold? Did you feel death? I was dead for some time. It may have been different. It's up to you you decide what Bonkers saw and felt when he died, though.
That's fair. I don't know. I didn't. For the first time, I didn't really pay much attention to what was going on around me. I was more just concerned with the crew. I think I was just thinking about them, making sure everybody got back here safe. I didn't really see or hear much. I smelled flowers, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was weird.
But nonetheless,
I think...
At which point he will drop his facade of being caring, because it clearly was there. The small amount of humanity that remains in Mular. I have plotted a course for the next planet, and he will begin walking away.
That's good. We should get...
While you were talking,
he
was genuinely invested in what you were saying, but other things are going on.
It was brief, because pragmatism.
Yes.
Well, Bonkers will just kind of turn and stare back to the stars, knowing that Mular can hear him if he wants to. I think it was just more... I don't know, the death doesn't really scare me. I think it was just weirder that I felt kind of responsible for a minute. Huh. I don't know. Takes another drink. Bites into it.
Will hear in your across communication, all of you will hear. Approaching Avania 5 system.
I guess that means new things to do?
I assume so.
Yep, we were still looking for a defector. I don't remember his name, but we were looking for that defector with his... Yeah, I believe he had a distress signal up.
Approximate arrival 6 hours.
Oh,
right.
Lovely. That means we can finish dinner and show everyone your nice ass.
You know what? I am down for that.
Oh god, it's like the staircase scene where she just walks down and everyone sees her.
Only it's a ship, so it's like a rickety ladder.
Yeah, it's not quite.
Actually, that's better for this case.
I mean, it really is at this point. Is it high heels? I'm asking is my next question.
I mean,
Talia definitely rocks high heels wherever she goes.
Okay, fine. I need to check that.
Yeah.
She's one of those people.
That's why she appears.
She's always in heels. She's like the kind of person that has an extra pair in her bag in case one pair breaks.
Well, Talia would she will be close to Bonnie's height, but that's only because she's wearing high heels.
How tall is Talia?
No, I think she's a bit smaller or a bit shorter.
No, how tall is Talia?
Talia is 7 feet 7.
How tall is Bonnie?
8 feet.
Oh, okay,
so
that checks out.
So you have 5-inch heels.
Well, no, she would be almost
checks
the
out.
same height. Almost the same height as Bonnie.
So 4-inch
they would
heels
look
then.
similar. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I was going to be terrified it was going to end up being like 12-inch heels or something.
Oh, no. Talia is reasonable, but she does rock some... And it's more of like, not stilettos, but more like boots.
Are you the kind of bitch that can run in
stylish.
high heels and do everything in high heels no matter what?
She's had 30,000 years to perfect
She
it.
has had 30,000 years to perfect it.
so many years of practice. I don't even
She
need
could
to.
mountain climb in stilettos if she wanted to. That's how good she is at this point.
But now
She
Talia
doesn't
is
even need
wearing.
legs.
No,
But now Talia is wearing a new dress.
And
It's up to
she
you guys
looks
how the people
magnifique.
so all the crew are you apart from Moolah. So it's up to you how they react to this.
Just to get mine out of the way, because I don't picture either of mine having a particular reaction.
I mean,
Because one is
Hesway's
Theodore.
right.
No, she's asexual. I think I said this a long time ago. She's at least noted as asexual, so she just focuses very much on knowledge.
No,
and
she'll
astronomy.
have an ASD moment and start looking at the fabric.
Yes, that's what
What
she will do. She
construction
will have
technique did you use?
Yes. Where's
Are
the
those
stitching? Where does
fine?
this come from?
This is very finely sewed. Oh my god, this technique!
Yeah, that's
I
Hesway. She's just
haven't
around
seen
looking at
this
the stitching.
technique since the ancient of Caladrus back on the astral plane of Durannor. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. And she
Now
starts
I need to
ranting
make
about this.
Caladris and Durannor as things.
Cassius is gonna look up and go, I don't know what you're talking about, but I like the dress.
Thank you. It's
Very
beautiful.
Very
And
cool.
she actually shows up. She's not
Is
ashamed.
his
of it.
intelligence like 5? No, that's his strength. Never
His
mind.
charisma's high though.
His charisma's 11. He's not
Oh,
very
okay,
good. He's
okay,
average.
okay.
He's not bad. He's not very good though.
It's not socially awkward.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so
He's just
chill.
average.
Uh,
I haven't figured out how Jeffrey DeBalbeck reacts.
Mr.
probably
Wallbag.
douchey.
Yeah, probably douchey. No one ever uses him, but we've accepted that he's a douche.
I think that's why I don't like playing him.
I
'Cause
think
he
that's
feels
why, because we
douchey.
pigeonholed him.
Yeah.
I love the fact
He's-
that the NPCs I create for you turn into fucking menaces you ignore.
He's gonna look up and just say, I'm not gonna say, HR has advised me from saying things, so
I mean,
I'm just gonna not.
At this point, it's
who's
HR
our
Moolah.
HR?
It's not Moolah! There's no one
Yeah.
else that fits that. Oh shit, you all
Aaron.
fuck. Moolah is your HR.
Aaron will play a few notes of his lutes in approval.
Okay, he doesn't talk, he just plays music. Is he now a mute?
No, he will play. He will play the lute to cast levitate on Talia to give him more of a center stage.
At which point, a whole meter of fabric descends below and still hits the floor. It's
Okay.
it's very
Oh,
roosh.
grandiose.
It is
It's
very
very
roosh at the
grandiose.
bottom. Yeah. So, to get that, you need at least a meter of fabric to swirl round. So if you levitate, it's just gonna fall.
It would be so much fun if Bonkers just came into the dining area to this shit show.
Curtains drawn.
Yeah, Bonkers at this point walks in to see Talia hovering.
Yeah. Still not the weirdest thing I've seen today.
I mean,
Actually, no, today that's a lie. That's
yes.
today, yeah.
I think this is the weirdest
This
thing
week.
you've seen today.
Anyway,
And the weird biomechanical werewolves is probably weirder. Yes.
that probably won out this week at
I'm
least.
so glad you used the appropriate term for them, though. Biomechanical werewolves. I would have accepted bioorganic, but
Yes.
Anyway, you all probably heard the announcement. We are coming into I don't even
Money!
know the name of it. Yep,
Money?
sure.
we're
We're
in the money.
coming into money.
Not you,
Because
but
we
you
have rich
could probably
parents.
use some, couldn't you?
Off the
that
starboard
was mean.
side, you hear.
That's a slight and a half.
That was mean. I was trying to be snarky. It didn't- I don't like it. I'm trying new things. It didn't work.
Bonnie will immediately go to the window and look
Why do I
for
hear
the
sheep?
spaceship.
A
Have
flock
you-
of
have you not
spaceship
heard?
floats past.
Have you not heard about them? Oh, they're adorable.
You guys did this. This is now happening.
Oh, it's a
Wait.
flock of spaceship. Look
Still not
how
the weirdest thing I've
peaceful
seen.
they are. No, you can't animal handle it
I
from
know.
inside the ship.
No, you cannot.
Have Sniffles fly out and grab one, probably.
He'll eat it. No, you can also not animal handling from inside the ship. Bonkers.
Oh, I see a loophole. I ran on the deck.
The deck is
And
still
then
inside.
I'll try and
I'm not actually doing anything.
The deck is still inside.
The deck's not inside.
The deck is not inside.
Okay, so when
Top
we
deck.
go up here, we're just in free floating space.
Yes.
Well, we have-
No, there
Okay.
is like a orb of gravity
Yeah,
around the entire ship.
We have an
It's a plane of
orb
gravity.
around the ship.
It's a plane
Yep.
of gravity.
Ships work with a plane of gravity, and then we literally just have an air bubble around us. Quite literally,
Pretty much,
it's
yeah.
that we're magic. We are a magic boat in
Yes.
space, basically.
Yes.
So yeah, the upper deck is not inside, or at least the outer deck part is not inside.
However, since none of us are on the deck, but Snuffles is Snuffles eyeing an opportunity for dinner?
As you are watching by, Snuffles will grab down and grab one of the space sheep.
Oh yeah,
That
Oh.
seems
Hey,
about right.
he got his dinner too. She? I don't remember. I think she.
Is a she, but
Oh.
you don't fully know.
We believe it's a she.
Snuffles has a cloaca, so
I mean,
Yeah,
that
hard to
seems
tell.
about right. No, I think a
you can hear a
giant
screaming
space.
sheep being pulled away.
Well,
I-
what of one sheep, more or less? Like, it's gonna be fine, right? It's not
Na-
like she
Nature does
eats
what
a
nature
whole lot.
does.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I mean, but
Snuffles
who's-
gotta have dinner.
I'm not cleaning the ship.
I don't want to scrub the deck again. I'm
You
normally
have one
okay
time.
enough with it.
Not
I am
it,
not right
not
now.
it, not
On the
it, not it.
Not it.
All my character has said not it.
Well, I didn't know we tend to scrub the deck, so I guess not it.
Entitled bitch.
Do you think it cleans itself?
Dear not, darling. Why don't you
What
go and scrub
would
the
you-
deck?
Why would you have the vegan scrub lots of blood off a floor?
I mean, that
will
sounds like a
go-
punishment to the vegan. I'm going to be honest with
I
you.
will go and scrub
No,
the deck. It's
dear Renaud,
fine.
Dear Renaud, you
No,
don't have
it's
to listen to
fine.
her, dear Renaud.
I
Now-
like scrubbing. Like
You don't
scrubbing,
have
and
to
he will-
listen to her.
He will legit on orders just go and scrub.
Is dear Renaud just your bitch now? Is
All the
that how we
time he
play
is
him?
cursing Talia as he does it, though.
Mular,
Yes.
remind me to talk to somebody back on Nocturnus about getting some kind of prestidigitation system worked into the deck. I'm so tired of cleaning this.
Affirmative.
Alright.
Finish with your convivialities.
Yeah, you had something. You had a meeting, and I'm assuming we have some sort of brief coming in to.
Please meet me in the hold.
I thought we were in the hold already. Oh, anyway.
No, this back bit, technically, he's calling the hold. Because technically you are in the hold. You are absolutely right.
Alright. Everybody ready? We still got one more thing to do. And then we can head back to hopefully a little bit of relaxation.
Yeah.
And hay
I
and
guess I'm
solid
supposed to
ground
be,
that's not
yeah,
trying to kill
yes.
us.
I mean, you should never be too certain about it.
I never am too certain about it.
A request was made that I acquire some technology. I have done so. And he will look down. The hole. It's in the hold. He will look down here.
Yeah.
At which point you will see. You told him to do this. It's worth knowing. You will see the giant Titan-class mech magnetized to the bottom of the ship.
Yes!
I believe it would be an appropriate present for our nocturnal friends.
It's good information, and if I could reverse engineer that, I could cause some problems.
You're
Going to
already
Not me, but
causing
like-
problems.
According to
More
Section
problems.
Z5E, we have a technological sharing agreement with Nocturnus.
Yeah, no, like I've no issue sharing it with them. We're not
I
gonna.
believe they
just
could make useful
keep it.
purpose and redesign this vessel. He refers to that.
Yeah, no. There were some interesting parts in its schematics when I was pulling it up. Obviously, I'm not that skilled with it, but I can tell it looks very interesting and useful. It didn't seem like anything I'd seen before, so
I have, of
good
course,
work, Mular.
kept
Thank
a
you.
copy of its schematics.
Fantastic. That's the best.
And also before we leave, or when we leave, Miss July told me she would like to sit this one out and just relax and
Relaxation
have a
aboard
nice
this
time.
vessel is a minimal act, but I will try my best.
I mean, she will do her jobs on the ship, but she will just not join us for
Then we will have
outside
no
the ship.
issues.
Uh-huh. Sure. Then she goes to sit down again.
Arrival
Yeah.
in approximately 3 hours.
Oh, was that 3 hours already? Oh, man. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone spent at least an hour looking at Talia's dress. At which point,
Okay.
I will, out of kindness, call a 5-minute break.
Red is fast.
Oh, yeah,
we are,
100%.
Shall we-
back.
Get back, yes.
All right, so, we have a mission to do today. It's been a little while. I don't even remember this guy's name, but we were meeting with a
You don't know his name. That's why you don't remember his name.
debunkers. Same difference.
Yeah.
If
I just said
Bunkers
seems
knew his
different.
name, he would have been stealing it.
Possibly. He's only done that like twice. Now who's racist? No, I'm kidding.
It's
That's very
still you.
racist.
It's still you.
No. Okay.
It's
But
me.
no, I don't think we know this. Either I don't remember it or we don't know this guy's name. But we were meeting with a contact of he's some kind of defected general from the old Valdonia
Vulcan?
Empire, if I remember
Yeah.
correct. And he sent out a distress signal, but years ago he made a deal with the Nocturnans for his safety in exchange for stopping or helping to stop the war. So we have a distress signal from him. We are getting ready to land. So whatever you guys need to do in the next couple of hours, I recommend taking care of it. I think I'll be joining you guys, but I don't know. There's not really any buts to that. I think I'll be joining you guys. I'm feeling well enough to come, I think, but still a little hurt.
This is the plot point where we switch out Bunkers and have 2 crew members.
I thought about it.
Well, I actually have a question related to that, because since I am only here every other time, I don't know if me bringing would be necessary,
we did
but
discuss this.
yeah, but I will happily bring Heswis along, like
Oh.
develop her.
Yeah, Hesways is very strong.
Yeah, she is. I have actually been thoroughly reading her character sheet today, and she seems quite fun. So I would love to test her out.
I love the Clockwork Soul as well, because that's what Hesway is.
Yeah, that's what's intriguing about this character. So, I think I need to figure out how Heswis is as a person as well, which is easier if I bring her along. Because I've never role played her, so I don't know yet myself.
You can just
Mystical
take
and
her
hide
along.
things. So, for
Okay,
the sake
then,
of mechanics, Talia is bringing Hesway.
Can I join you guys on the distress signal? I have some laboratory tests that I need to conclude, and it would be easier. Can I join?
Heswis just worked.
Oh great, she's Professor Putricide. The slime pipes are working again! It's what you just did to Hesway.
Well, Heswis is more nerdy than she is mad scientist.
Fine line.
But she might go into a mad scientist role.
So Bonnie is not bringing Miss July. Who is Bonnie bringing? Okay, who's Bonkers bringing?
I'm gonna bring Jeffrey DeBallback because I've never played. Literally, I have no reason. I'm just bringing him because I don't play with him.
Mr.
So,
Ballbag is coming with us.
Oh, right. And we actually
Come
have
on, Ballback.
to roleplay this.
HR says you got to be involved if you want to be part of this crew.
So Moolah says
Well, why does HR... Why is
HR is very
saying that?
prominent in this session
Bonnie.
for a reason I don't understand.
Bonnie, if you never hear from HR, it's a good thing. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm guessing Bonnie might. I'm guessing. I have a guess who Lars is going to bring.
Okay,
But I'm not going to tell
yes.
you.
Okay. Yes, I know who I'm bringing.
Who are you bringing?
No, you guess first.
No, I want to know if I'm right. So you tell me.
No, you guess first, and I picked the other person. Damn it!
No, that's not how this works.
No, I'm bringing Hero Blade Hurricane.
That's exactly who I just wrote that you were going to bring.
Even I can understand
It's only
think
because
Bonkers-
Aaron only has 112 HP and will die if something breathes on him.
He's a bard.
He has D8!
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
The same as Hero Blade Harkonnen, who has 182 HP.
Did he? Does he have bad con? Or did we average him instead of rolling him with max like we normally do?
I don't know what Alex have done.
It might be worth double checking just to make
I
sure
will look
D&D
now.
Beyond didn't be weird. That said, Bonkers is going to step over and have a
No,
conversation
he
with.
has bad con. He has 10 in con.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah,
has a
but
pending-
still, 10 isn't.
Right, the maximum he can have is 128 HP.
Okay, so he may just not have gotten leveled up this round.
No, 100. No, that is his max HP at level 16.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yes.
Anyway,
very
Bonkers is going to
squishy.
take a step over to Hero Blade, Hirkun, as our resident artificer.
Yes.
Hey, one, the wingsuit is working out fantastic. I have a couple of things, little bits of feedback that we may be able to do to improve it, but functionally, top notch. We're doing great at this point, and this is a success.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I've been thinking that it might be time to look into upgrading my my armor. Basically, this leather jacket of mine is not really
Your
proving sufficient
arm?
anymore. My armor.
Oh, you want to
What's wrong with my
upgrade your
arm?
arm. They're too fleshy.
We'll
I mean,
come back to
Hellblade
that.
Hakun is a Simic, so it's a very weird thing to say, but okay.
We'll unpack that one later. But point being, we don't exactly have time for it now. But I was thinking, I have a couple of ideas. One, found a really interesting looking rocket thruster in there that we might be able to use for something when we were in the weapons factory. That's going to take
We
days
talked
or
about this already.
did we?
Yes, when I visited you in your room.
Oh, I've been a little bit in and out of it today, so I apologize.
But
also, I'm
it was
excited
like
about
3
rockets.
days ago. Not today.
Yeah, like a day after, like sometime in the last couple of days, I was in a bit of a haze, and you saw what happened to me, right?
Yes.
This isn't. Never mind. Give me some. This
No.
isn't normal bunkers being dumb. I can deal with that. Second thing. Anyway, I think it's probably time to look into maybe reinforcing my leather jacket or something like that. I know it's nice and thick and sturdy, but I'm feeling like we're coming up against things with sharp teeth, and I kind of want to stop them if I can do better. And I know that this isn't the best.
May I suggest you try out scales? We are quite sturdy with scales.
This is the snake woman.
That's the scaly woman.
Yeah, literally at this point.
That
You can have a couple of my sheddings if you want to. If you want to test it out.
maybe.
Oh, great. Bonkers will wear your skin. Great. Because that's not creepy.
I can.
Why are both of my
obviously-
characters going to end up wearing scale?
Yeah.
Hey, I
can
was trying to be
obviously help
helpful.
you.
Yeah, it's not a right now solution. It's just something that I want to start working on.
You know what?
I find it comic that no one ever asks Moolah to craft shit, considering he's a hollowsmith.
I think we're a little scared to talk to Mular.
I mean, that's the appropriate response, to be honest. Only when
I
shit
mean,
goes bad do you talk to Moolah in that way.
We don't. We just assume he will say no, and it would be a learning experience to make it ourselves. So we just by default been
Does
doing
Moolah
that.
become the parent?
Yes,
Just know the
We
answer
trouble-
will be no, but it will be a process of no.
he's a grandfather. He's a grandfather.
You
I
know,
think we ask Mular
You know,
for the
I
big things like world
think-
crackers and mechs.
I think
Not
I
so my leather
have
jacket.
the perfect solution, short-term solution for you here.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And he will use his... What the fuck is it called? I never play artificers.
Infusion?
They are a very complicated class, I'm going to be honest.
They are...
Wizards, but different.
Wizards
No,
but with
they-
more bullshit.
Artificer Infusion, and he will
Yeah.
make an armor of magical strength for you.
Hmm.
Which means it will be essentially a leather armor, which makes you when the wearer makes strength checks or strength saving throws, it can expand one charge to add the bonus to the roll equal to its intelligence modifier. And as a reaction, when it would be knocked prone, the wearer can expend one charge to not be knocked prone, and you have 6 charges.
So nothing. Got it. No, that sounded meaner than I meant it. Bonker's intelligence is +0. This doesn't help him any much.
Okay.
But
or we could take
I could
the
work with this.
propulsion armor.
I'm mostly just looking for thicker leather. Like, functionally, Bonkers has a base level leather armor because it's just his leather jacket. So my armor class is 16, and while I don't get into frays very often, I do get hit if I start to get into fray with people. Anything.
I mean, you get hit a lot.
Yes, because I have a 16 AC, and that's all dex.
Could I suggest? Well,
Did not
we
realise
don't
Pyroblade
have...
Cocoon has 5 achievement slots. Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you manage that.
Artificers get an
anything
extra
to
1.
him.
Artificers get an extra 1, maybe 2, and he took a feat probably.
Uh-huh. That means I
By
can
the
use
way,
the full
Aaron, I have something that I think might suit you better than it suits me. To Aaron, which is your character, Lars.
No, yeah.
The character he's not using.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I'm currently very deep into another character. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's very deep into Pyroblade
Yes.
Cocoon.
But I am going to give
What is this? What is it?
Back on a previous planet, we purchased trinkets, and I got this lovely flute. It's as far as I know, it's a galactic flute of the Star Nomads.
Yeah, give the
I
flute
do
to
know
the
the-
bard. That's the classist.
I do not know how to play flute, and I've seen you have a musical interest. Maybe you will have more use for it than I have. I haven't made the item, but
There is a galactic flute of the Star Nomads made in item.
Amazing.
I think
Nice.
I made it.
This
It is,
flute is
it's-
fashioned from a hollowed bone of
Yeah, that
ancient
one.
spacefaring when I'm playing by some proficient blah 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Yes, he will take that.
I've just realised that Pyroblade Cocoon has a railgun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He has
yeah.
a railgun.
He has a
Alright.
crystal railgun.
This thing
With a
is
range
very
of
complicated.
480 feet.
It's very complicated, and I have not taken the time to look at it.
Of course it is, because he's an artificer. Of course it's complicated.
What happens if I do this? I'm not attacking something, but I want to see it roll.
Works.
No. But all the other things.
They're separate. You have to decide which one you're using.
Okay, I see how that works. Because I was going to say, I was thinking that it was...
All of them.
No, I was thinking it was different types for different choices, because I know that some weapons work that way.
I would have thought, considering the description, that it's based on whether you're under 120 feet or within 480 feet.
No, it's not that straightforward.
Okay.
Some
So
of
you
them
choose which
are-
crystal you wish to fire. Basically.
And then it goes based on their...
On the stat which
The crystal
maintains.
and something to do with how they are...
Yeah, you choose the
being
crystal,
fi-
then
I
you
don't
choose
know.
the form.
Yeah.
So the crystal does elemental and the form does physical.
And I always use lightning.
Don't worry about anything right now, Hirkun, but we
Jesus
will...
Christ.
We can talk later. Let's go ahead and get this sorted out. I'm
I'm
thinking some kind of scales isn't a bad idea, because we could stitch some kind of scale mail on the inside or even the outside, but I like the looks of it. Ah, this thing's so nice.
He says, looking
Well,
at
got this-
Talia covered in shimmering scales.
Well, I can let you know when I shouldn't be very far off my next scaling anyway, so I can let you know when you can have my remaining scales.
We could also just make them out of metal, if that's less weird. I haven't decided yet. This is another problem. I just wanted to have this because we got a few minutes to converse. But that said, can I talk to everybody for a couple of minutes?
I guess.
Is Bonkers coming out? Or is this an intervention?
You don't know. No. No, he's not. No, I just... The last few days have got me thinking about some stuff and examining kind of my place here. And I don't know. I just want to talk to everybody and let them know that this is weird for me to say, but I really do care about all of you.
Nice
Really-
of you.
Most crews that I've gotten on, because this is my, I don't know, 13th, 14th Spelljammer I've been on, somewhere in there. Most crews I only go with for one run because it's interesting and it was something new. But something about you guys got me intrigued, and we get into such wild stuff here that it's so. It was fun, and it's still fun. Don't get me wrong, but I appreciate all of you for everything that you bring to the table. What I'm trying to say is that I don't know. I don't know if you're ever going to be a family or whatever, but like I appreciate you all, and you feel kind of like a second family to me. So, thank you all for being there, and I think you made me a better person. And I'm going to use my inspiring leader feat.
Yep, saw that coming. You haven't used it for a while. You haven't used it for a while, but I knew there was an ulterior motive.
I just took it on my level up because it felt right. So
yeah.
inspiring leader, I spend 10 minutes talking to my companions, so that was 10 minutes, whatever. I'm not going to ramble.
You just spoke really slow.
Yeah. Weirdly weird for bonkers. But everybody, up to 6 allies, including myself, if we want. But I'm gonna not choose myself. I'm gonna choose.
No, it will be
Actually,
six
no.
you're
6 would
taking
still be
down,
all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be all of us.
We get 20 extra temporary hit points.
Ooh.
How many did you say?
20 temporary hit points.
20. That's what I thought.
This is where Hirobe Takun becomes the most important party member because he's archimechanical armor.
What?
I don't know what that means.
He doesn't have it yet. He basically gets a fucking whole monster suit.
Oh, yeah, no. As artificers, yeah.
He's not that type of artificer.
Is
In
he?
theory, it's an item any artificer can use.
No.
I don't
The
know.
whole
I don't know enough
the
about
thing
them.
is special to subclass. I'm a Runeforge enchanter and not
It
a
is, but
metal.
technically it's also an item, so in theory he could have it.
He just can't make it himself necessarily.
Yes.
Right? Okay. But anyway, yes. So inspiring leader feat. That's what I took on this last level up as opposed to something else.
No,
It felt right for bonkers at the moment.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Bonkers have gone through a character arc.
Yeah, it was unexpected, but it worked.
It felt
good.
right, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I like it. Well, Bonkers, if it means anything, I appreciate being with you lot as well.
That
You
means a lot to
made-
me.
I haven't had this fun in centuries.
If you've had centuries to live, which you have, I don't know why I said if. Good to know that we're making this a good time.
Archaeomechanical because he's a Runeforge. I do apologise.
Yes.
He can build pieces of armor.
Okay, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
Fair enough. As we said 5 minutes ago,
I do
artificers are
apologize.
complicated. So,
Powerful.
what do you say we go sort out this distress signal, watch each other's backs, and maybe have a little bit of fun along the way?
Sounds good.
Approaching
Sounds
a
good to me.
Vanya System.
I look forward to joining you guys on adventure.
And she pulls her glasses further in.
Oh my my god, I
Hairspray.
hate what you've done to Hairsway.
She reminds me of someone, and I can't place my finger on it. Alfie's from Undertale?
That doesn't tell me anything.
I think that's who it reminds me of.
This is the Avani.
This is something.
It's Earth.
Is that just Africa?
I mean, it does look like Africa, I'm not gonna lie.
I can even see Norway. It's
Yeah,
fucking-
this is. I can see England.
Yeah, it's Earth.
Oh, yeah, this is Earth. We're going back to Earth.
Earth. Not quite. This is an interpretation. The actual planet does not look like this.
Okay. We'll take that.
Wait, we're going to the one behind here. That's
No,
the
we're
one
going to this one. We're going to this one. But it doesn't look like that, okay?
Okay, I wouldn't. Yeah, let's not go to Oslo and wreak havoc in Oslo, please.
Course plotted for Libram. Approximate time of arrival. Allowing for gravitational fluxes, 30 minutes.
Anything else you guys want to do in the next 30 minutes? Otherwise, I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm ready to go. I don't really need to do anything.
Well, it was 6 hours when we got this, and this was before the dress incident. Could we just presumed I have, by this time, attuned to the dress?
Yes.
Yes.
So I can actually start using it?
Approaching Libram.
This is
Lost.
weird.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm just going through
Hieroblade.
through Hieroblade Harkonnens.
This
thing,
is
and
Libram. This is
there
what the planet should look like.
Okay,
There's a lot of things that,
There is a lot.
I can take that.
Yeah, I can
like
use that.
the elemental adapt he got at level 16. I for some reason can't choose intelligence.
I think I had an issue with that one.
It seems to be slightly bugged.
Yeah.
Increases your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1, but I can only choose charisma or wisdom. That's because my
Oh no, that's because
intelligence
intelligence
is
already
smart.
20.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, so it won't let you choose it unless you add to it.
yes.
That seems like a coding issue where they coded it the same.
Yeah, no,
do you
but
mean?
it is improving the thing, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I guess I get more charisma.
Weather planet side seems appropriate and almost picturesque. Breathable atmosphere detected.
That's promising. A dude lived on it, so I was assuming it was breathable. But the information is nice. Thank you, Mular.
One landmass detected. Life form
I see it.
27.
I guess.
27 life forms. Mular, are there any ships in the area? In orbit?
Negative. No ships in
Are there any
orbit.
ships-
Entire sector seems to be defended.
Defended?
By what?
Affirmative. 32 Scarab vessels are currently in orbit of this system.
Okay. So we're keeping an eye on this place from a distance.
Short of coordinates, finding this system is impossible.
Good to know. Then why the distress signal, though?
This is not a distress signal.
Where?
We were given these coordinates.
Maybe I'm mixing things up. I'm sorry, I thought...
High priority
This-
target, planet side.
Yeah, I thought he had sent a distress signal. My apologies. I mixed things up, apparently.
Negative. Potential fact-finding mission.
Okay, good. That changes things.
Chance of
Hopefully
hostility,
not.
minimal.
Are they hostile?
Negative.
Are they
The individual was
non-hostile? Are they peaceful? That's the word, peaceful.
Unable to obtain at this distance. Would you like
We
me
know they're
to
at least
enter into the
loosely
planet's
allied with
atmosphere?
us.
Should we radio them? I don't know.
We just go down and do whatever.
We have in theory been invited.
Then let's just go down there and behave like we belong.
Land at a
because we
safe
kind of
distance,
do.
but cautiously and politely accept this invite.
Is this just an ambush?
Pulling Arbiter planet side.
We'll find out.
Approaching
mean-
potential orbit.
Bunkers
If
will be
you
on the front deck.
If you steal the name fast enough, bunkers, then they can't ambush us.
I would suggest we all arrive on deck. I have noticed something odd. I do not understand this.
Okay.
Perhaps it may be beauty. Perhaps it may be threat. I am unable to calculate.
What you seeing, Mular? What are you thinking?
I see many flying and organic individuals surrounding a singular floating archipelago.
Okay. Okay.
With
Visuals
some
on board
snuffles
deck.
down.
This is what you'll see on deck.
Well,
Odd.
either he
Oh,
has
no.
friends.
I mean, they just look cute.
I'm not sure cute's the right word for them. They are very pretty.
They
They
look like
dragon.
they can kill us.
Have
do
I
not
seen
have
anything like
some.
this in the Feywild before?
No.
Not like them? Okay.
These individuals do
mean-
not appear to be hostile.
Yes.
They
They do not appear to be hostile.
Do they feel divine? Or do they feel like normal creatures?
I am unaware of their descent. Such creatures are not mapped in my codex.
Then
That's not a
let's
good sign.
do some
There's a lot of creatures
saying
in the
hello then, and let's see what happens.
Descending to point of entry. Small dock located. Bringing us in.
All hands on deck. Keep an eye out in case anything is bad, but we're not hostile or under attack yet. Just be on high alert.
Affirmative.
Yes, yeah.
Heswith will cast a bit like under the table to Talia, Bonkers, and Bonnie. She will cast aid, so all three of us can add another five to our.
No, I have to correct you. Temporary HP can't stack from spells.
Oh,
to
can't
spells.
they?
No.
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say temporary hit points. It says target hit point maximum, and
Oh,
current
same.
hit points increased by 5. So
Cool.
Yeah.
I am taking this on wording now.
No, sure.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Coming into land. Approximate large creature. To the right bow. Please be aware. It seems to be passive.
Wait until they get aggressive. I know, at least for me, if I have to wait for people a whole day while I know they're just right outside my door, I would be pissed. And potentially curse them. Curse at them, not them
As
directly.
you arrive on the island, you see a large serpentine creature of black and red. It has a almost crystalline scales swirling about and just meandering through the islands naturally. As you look about, there are 3 other individual creatures that look of similar form, that seem to be swirling and moving about by natural course. Can I have a
If
perception
they
roll
just-
from each of you?
Yeah.
I am contemplating if Talia would have
Try.
the urge to bow.
They are serpents.
Yeah, they are serpents. They're very big, and I think she would, like, just out of caution, she will naturally bow as if it were what she, all of her
Yeah.
shenanigans. Yeah. So she will just do a little curtsy.
Okay.
I think
Very
Bonkers is
quietly.
getting off the ship and just keeping a close eye on them. The first thing I'd like to ascertain or watch is if they are creatures that we need to greet and talk to, or if they're simply large creatures that live in this vicinity.
Okay. I have 2 perception rolls. I am awaiting others.
Oh, Did
That
you
was a
say
that
perception?
was, yeah, that was a instruction to all of you. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh my. These are not going particularly well, are they?
Well, at least
mean,
Bonkers is looking out for you guys.
Bonkers. It's enough to notice that these creatures seem to just be... I hasten to divert away from natural wildlife. They seem to be passively observing the environment around them.
They live here.
Yes.
They not necessarily wildlife, but they live here.
The only thing, however, you do notice, and only you notice this,
Okay.
is a creature with wolfen features sitting on a... that will be standing, picking fruit from a tree with a small creature of draconic descent by its side that seems to be grabbing fruit it throws to him.
Look alive, guys. Let me go ahead and let me take center point on this.
Was
I have some
was
experience.
I looking dead
Shh.
before?
Sure.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
the answer to look
Kind
alive.
of
Was I looking
rude.
dead before? I love that as
Kind
an
of
answer
rude, but yeah.
So I'll step quickly to the front of the party. And where do I see the guy? Oh, he's over that way. Okay, cool. I was like, I didn't know where he went. You said I saw him.
Indeed. So Bonkers will see an individual that looks like this.
He's cute. I want to scritch.
He does seem like a good boy, doesn't he?
That said,
And the creature beside it that looks like this.
Oh my god.
I
It's
thought
Hattie.
he died of cuteness.
we finally found it. Hattie's soul.
Yeah.
Can I pet it?
No, you can't.
So we've known the dragons flying around
That's-
look like this, but with different variations in colour.
Yes.
So Bonkers is gonna step over and just kind of, hail and well met.
I wondered how long it would take you. I've been waiting for so long, but it doesn't change much, really.
I
Knew you'd
apologize
send
for the
someone
delay,
me.
but we were also previously occupied, shall we say?
What does
there's
the
been a lot-
Syrian want this time?
What did he say? I'm sorry, I didn't.
What does the Syrian want this time?
Well, at this point, mostly we just want to have a chat. Are you busy at the moment, or do you want to sit down somewhere to talk for a little more?
He looks down at
depth?
you while picking strange apples from a tree. I can chat. Go and meet me in my house in a minute. I'll just be a moment.
Insight check, if I
No.
may.
No, absolutely.
It is not Bunker's strong suit, but he's still getting weird vibes. So we'll see what. Nope.
I mean,
You
it's
want
only
to-
natural you would get weird vibes considering what he is. So
Totally fair.
you were informed he is a Vadoni. So
Yep.
To be fair, wouldn't reliable talent work on the inside as well?
I do not have proficiency in it.
Ah, okay.
Reliable talent is if I have proficiency in it, I can add my.
Oh.
I can make it a minimum 10.
I'll be there in a moment.
I just want to.
Soren. And they'll throw at the small dragon another apple, and the little dragon will happily gulp it up.
Above table, would like just I don't know if passive insights and shit counts, but Headspace is quite proficient in insight and has a passive insight of 17. She will be standing quietly in the background, paying attention to everything. This is her first time. Would she get a bad mojo just by that, or
Well,
I'm
quite
asking? I'm
frankly-
trying.
Quite frankly, all of you would get bad mojo, just considering what race he is. So what you do with that is your own decision. It has been quite clearly stated he is a Voldoni.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hess was
unlike Talia, I don't think Hessway is a racist.
No, but
I think Hessway's more racist, to be honest, than Talia at this point.
She is a rock gnome, so you never know. I think she will yank Talia's.
Yeah.
I think she will yank Talia's sleeve and just share her insight with Talia, rather than saying it to everyone.
No, her shadow dragon will slink up Talia's sleeve and talk to her.
Yeah, because Talia would be. Because Talia would be more preoccupied with the dragons around here and the serpents, so she will be not paying attention to the Buldoni at all.
Since you saying you are more interested in the serpents, can I have a perception roll for you just for that, please?
You may.
Oh,
22.
She's very interested in the serpents.
She's incredibly interested in serpents, as I was afraid that Aina would be. You also notice on the outlying islands, because this is a very small archipelago, there are much smaller crystalline dragons.
So I would presume that these are like. I would presume that these are like a hatchling area for the big ones that flying around.
Yes, they are indeed.
Yeah, but not correlating to this one.
No, Sorin looks different.
Okay, so these ones look like these ones, just smaller.
Yes.
Okay.
Fair. I'll walk back over and I'll wait by the door, instructing everybody else to kind of stand here as well.
By the way.
Where?
Here. Oh, I realise I'm tagging in my
area. We don't see.
There.
I don't see a ping. Okay. Alright, come on, guys.
Actually, no, the door is there, sorry. The door is actually there. I do apologise.
Yeah, it very much looks like there's a door.
Yes.
So,
I'll meet you inside in a minute. Got things to do, you know. Not at the behest.
Absolutely.
We don't know, actually.
Would you like a hand with anything, or just we'll meet you in a bit?
I'm nearly done. And he'll
Sounds
gesture
good.
down to a box of apples.
After you, monkeys, going.
It feels rude. He told us to go inside, but it
still
feels
feels
weird.
to go inside.
This entire house is made of dark boulder stone and seems to have almost draconic features and little canopies descending from it, almost to look like wings. The entire roof is shingled with some red shingle. It looks almost picturesque. Inside you can see wooden floors, ramshackle piles of books, a desk, the trappings of an individual who seems to stay away from most things in life. He's most definitely someone who is self-sufficient. You see no other landmass around here, so it would make sense that he is.
I wonder if there's fish in the water.
That's Sky.
I wonder if there's birds in the sky.
Now I want to go sky fishing and see if there's anything up here. Oh, that's weird.
We could go. Like it. Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, let's not go sky fishing here. That sounds like a bad idea. She's
okay.
Bonkers will walk slowly inside and just stay as close to.
There is a large metal hearth that's blazing, and the entire room is filled with a nice but almost acrid level of heat. Everything else seems to be very simplistic and wooden. It's either made by someone by hand or it's repurposed items.
Hereblade Hawken will speak out and he will say, I will just be standing by our descent and look out if that's okay. You guys keep the information and I'll probably just stand here seeing the things don't float off.
Probably a good plan. It doesn't. I mean, we're just here for a conversation, so I don't think it'll take. Yeah, that's probably the worst thing we got to deal with is making sure the ship doesn't float away. Speaking of, on that note, could I get control of Debalbeck?
Do you not have? Oh, I do apologize.
No worries. Thank you.
Because no one's ever used him.
So I think I think he'll stay behind too.
I am contemplating whether Heswis would be more fascinated by the flora and fauna of this place to bother going in, or
Just
if
start
she
studying the
if
plants
she.
and things.
Yeah, I have like Heswis is the closest maybe I will come to like a con tricks of some sort. She will like go off, but not because she's insane, but because new flower. I want to know its properties,
Her
and
inner
she's
botanist is just intrigued.
She
yes.
okay.
So I feel like she would like as the party like started walking in, there's conversation. Well, she would have just not snuck off, but it would maybe seem for some she snuck off. She's very not trying to hide what she's doing, but she will just, I don't know, carefully in this starting area, just look at the touch grass.
Okay.
I guess.
She hasn't done for a while.
See what she, and gain knowledge from the flora, like
The
the
rest
dirt
of you
and
outside
things.
will hear a high-pitched whistle, which stops very suddenly. For those of them outside, you all know that the Voldoni individual is the one that cast the whistle outside. However, the rest of you inside are unaware of this feature.
Your
We're
mic is
out.
cutting in and out.
Yeah, you're kidding.
No, my voice is cutting, sorry. You'll hear a
Oh,
high-pitched whistle. For those of you outside, you'll know that the Voldoni is the one that did the whistle. However, for those of you inside, you are unaware of this.
Your camera is also frozen,
Is it?
and so
No,
is Travis.
Not my place.
It's fine
That's
from
all
my
right.
end.
I can see all three of you.
Travis and Alex is frozen on my end.
Don't know why.
I'm fine on my end,
I'll move
and
for
so
both
is
of
Alex.
them.
Yay! I can see Aina moving.
You might try to refresh because we're moving just fine on my end.
As this whistle happens, Heswis will, with her magnifying glass, just take her head up, and she will look over at the Bolbeck and Hero Blade, and like not say anything, but like try and make eye contact to see if they knows what it is, because she obviously wouldn't see but only hear what's going on here.
You'll just get a side head jerk from your blades pointing in the direction of the Voldoni.
She takes a magnifying glass that way.
The small dragon will begin to leap and frolic in the trees and every now and again jump and go under the island and just basically enjoy his life of freedom. It's a child, it's enjoying itself.
Mm-hmm.
Which point, slowly, the Voldoni will walk past his way, give it a side eye.
The only thing he can see is like her one eye being very huge through the magnifying glass, and then she will scatter off around the corner to look at something
And just
else.
see that looking up with the eyeglass.
Yeah, like that, and then she just takes the magnifying glass and goes to look at something else.
He will walk in with a rag and start cleaning his hands off. Well, what does you want next time? Thought I was going to be left in peace.
Yeah, I think most of us thought we were going to be left in peace, but if I could be pretty frank, it seems the
I
former
thought you were
Voldoni...
pretty bonkers.
What?
Oh,
It seems the former Voldoni Empire may be making another play at large-scale domination here in the very near future.
Not the first time.
Yeah,
He looks
not
way
the
too
first time.
relaxed about it.
We were hoping it was going to be the last, but obviously we all wanted to be left in peace as well.
I suppose.
So I apologize for the intrusion. You have a wonderful place here.
It's a gift, a prison.
It's a gift prison?
Don't you know
I can...
who or what I am?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. I explained something.
Well, I don't. Maybe bonkers know, but I don't.
They told us very little, only that you were a former, shall we say, relatively high-ranking individual within the former Voldoni Empire. But that's about as much as I know.
Would I know anything about the Voldoni Empire?
No, you kept in dark space at that point. You weren't really interested in the world. That's what I'm calling where Talia was in dark space. Because
Yeah, I think
far
that's
away from the
easier,
reaches
because
of everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
like most of her time away would have been there, but like she would have like, still have encountered some things. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
But very limited.
Yeah, very limited.
So,
Well,
I'm sure you've had a complicated existence, but it seems like
say
you
that.
have at least a little nice slice of life here at this point.
I take it you come from the weird, not dead freaks, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, in that case, I guess I don't
Would,
need
would
to.
he maybe look weirdly at me then, since I look like them?
Oh
Valid
no.
point.
Yeah.
Would he just straight up think I'm from the
Are you trying to hide this?
Well, is Talia hiding anything?
Not really, no. Yeah, he
No.
will notice. He
He's
will
too
side-eye it.
dazzled by the
Your
push-up
robe.
effect of your...
Yeah, the ultra bra.
Yes.
Yeah,
He doesn't
he-
see your face, he only sees boobs.
Every
Actually,
now
you
and
would
then-
just look like a high priestess of
Nocturnus.
of Nocturnus
Yeah.
at this point. You're literally wreathed in serpents at this point. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Then
You
I
will
will.
s-
Then Talia
you will
will.
sense him side-eyeing you.
Talia will not say anything during this conversation. She will just stand there, very noble. She will like take up her high priestess stature, and she will just stand there quietly.
Okay, the tits are even higher. Delightful.
Yes, that's the plan.
She puts her arms up.
I'm trying to be both holy and confusing.
Yes. Well, have a seat. This might call for some strong liquor. He'll gesture you to take a crate. He doesn't have chairs. He only has a chair for him and the dragon. So there's only 2 chairs.
Totally understandable. Instead of being polite, Bonkers is gonna take a seat. Oh, that feels good. I had a bit of a, just not important. Feels good to sit.
I mean, I guess.
You've been through some shit, but not as much as me. I guess you.
Probably not.
Why are you here? Do you want to know why I'm here, or do you want something?
I mean, mostly we were hoping you would have some insight. So if knowing more about you helps us gain more insight into what's going on in the outside world, yeah, introduce. I don't know who you are, and I don't mean that in a rude way, but tell me.
That's a hard one. Now I'm no one, but that's the way I wanted it. My name's Vorax, but apart from that, I guess
I
you
should have
wanna
asked
know
him if
what
I could have his name.
I guess you want to know what I was, right?
Yes, that seems about right.
My title at the time was Grand Admiral. You couldn't really be any closer to the Emperor, always kin. That's why I've still got to hide.
That definitely makes sense.
How I got here, they didn't tell you this?
They told us they hinted at things, but you know how they are. If you've had any dealings with the Nocturnans,
Well,
riddles and games.
the High Council wanted to undermine the Emperor and try and gain control of the military. I was part of that, but the Emperor became obsessed with living forever. He thought everyone was against him. I mean, in the end he was right, but it's irrelevant. Even at the beginning he thought everyone was against him. So
Bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
yeah, him and his son at least. But his paranoia and distrust got worse, even towards his friends like me that grew up with him. But eventually I saw it was not going to help our kind. And so I decided to go against our kind. And he'll have a moment of pause. I sold or told some things to what you now know as the Nocturnans, and an alliance of others who I don't know if you've met yet. No? It was a long time
probably
ago.
not.
Time works differently here, and perhaps they've passed on, perhaps they're no longer, but judging by her, and it'll side-eye to Tyler, I'm guessing the dead ones still live.
Oh! And she realizes what he means. Oh, you think I'm one of them?
Well,
Oh,
you can't
God.
look like one life.
Oh, yes. Well, it's a long story. I'm not going to recount it here, but
He will point to a violet eye in his an eye of which one of is violet, and not real.
okay.
Can you take this man's
He has
eye
true sight.
sometime?
Oh, he has
true
true
sight.
sight. Okay. Well, I'm still not a part of them. I'm alive. I'm not dead.
Great, there's more of them. The Emperor's not dead.
Questionable.
I'm guessing not.
Hey, I'm not dead, Bonnie.
Nice bloke, really. The Emperor gave me all this. At least can't really ask for much more than that. And my friends out there. I mean, I care for them. I brought them here, but I guess they're friends.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
truth is, this is hard, and they'll pull out a bottle. It's easier with some strong drink.
Oh, and
Oh,
as
I
it
agree.
says that,
Bonnie
it says that
perks up.
470 gallons. No, I'm just
The instant he
making.
mentions strong drink, Bonnie instantly becomes more interested.
Oh.
I was
Can I
visualizing-
see? Can I see one of the barrels here being empty?
No, but he's pulling something from under the table.
Do you perhaps have an empty barrel somewhere?
Afraid
I
not.
could-
I've been brewing plenty of this, and he'll slam a rather grand-looking bottle onto the table, which is now officially my favourite.
Tea tequila.
Yes. So I also love the sound of in reality. It sounds amazing. I guess, oh, I look around for glass. Do you mind wood?
No.
And it'll go to a
Well,
workbench clearly
actually-
covered in wood filings that he's been whittling things. Actually, I only drink from crystal. Is that where you're gonna go? Hello, Bulla.
I was gonna well, actually, I do mind.
Oh, I'm afraid there's nothing else, milady.
Oh, you no need to call me milady. I am
Don't-
but a humble priestess.
Stop being rude.
Yeah,
I
Charlie
just
totally
hate-
did not get the inflection he put on that whatsoever. Well,
Just drink from the cup, Talia.
before he gives
I-
any of you any of it, he will take a shot and then fill his glass and then fill your glasses. Well, it's been, yeah. See, I don't want to take credit for the success, but maybe I've changed it. I sold some certain things to the enemy. In response, they gave me immunity in this place. Good deal, I'd say. Hello, Bulla.
Yeah. Definitely not a
Very
bad
happy.
one. Assuming that it made sense.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not doubting you at the time. I'm just saying that yeah, it worked out.
The Emperor became obsessed with immortality and a few other things. He claimed he'd return someday. I don't know what's going on. I've had very little contact, but at the time I sold some tech. I sold some fleet movements and some interests within the council, and maybe some other weaknesses of the Emperor, or whatever he now is. He's not what he used to be. Even though he's dead now, I guess.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he's just not dead at this point. I've seen enough undeath to know that some people are hard to get rid of.
I'll happily tell you what I told them, but I don't know how it's going to help.
I don't know either, but they seemed pretty insistent that we come out here and meet you.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've not been sent anyone for I don't know how long. Time's strange in this place and I don't keep track anymore. I'm happy to have Soren and my little life here. I mean, if a time came where I was called for something, maybe I'd answer, but it would be a hard chance.
No, definitely understandable. It
Well, I
sounds
can
to
leave
me
for
like
one
you've
or two.
earned your peace.
Maybe.
May I ask, what made you choose to live here, out of all places? You seem a bit malplaced, in lack of better wording.
That's not a bad wording, to be honest, but I told the Emperor and his consorts, I guess, his allies, whatever it was at the time, his generals mainly, that I wanted somewhere away from everything, somewhere where it's just me and a bit of nature. I managed to take some things from a laboratory they were trying to corrupt, and as you can see around them, they did quite well here. I've got no reason to leave. I've got everything I want here, really. I've got food. I get a shipment every now and then from an unpiloted vessel. I have peace. I've got quiet. I don't really want much more. I've been in the limelight for way too long. I've had so many medals and decorations that the weight of them nearly crushed me. So this is perfect. Me
I
and
can
little
respect
Soren.
that. I can respect that. Still, even just so far, you've provided some really good insight for us into what we might be dealing with. Knowing that the Emperor fell, was obsessed with mortality, or immortality rather, promised he'd be back, was experimenting on dragons.
He
I
tried
assume
to,
these
I
are
stopped that one. He tried experimenting on other things after that. In the end, I was on the flagship that destroyed the Emperors, but after that, I couldn't take it anymore.
No, very
Comes
understandable.
Back too much. I still get nightmares. I still get moments where I can't cope. This individual clearly has some form of PTSD or something related to it.
Survivor's guilt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
both.
No, he doesn't have survivor's guilt. He has PTSD. I mean, I'm glad the Emperor died, but in one way I lost an old friend. Or what was once an old friend.
Yeah. It sounds to me like you lost him long before that day.
I did.
But just the same, I know how hard it can be to have a complicated situation, have a complicated relationship with somebody, and still kind of be sad they're gone.
Volkaran and I, we played happily as children, but things changed. I followed for as long as I could.
Yeah. Very sorry to hear that.
But I give you, why are you here? No one's been sent for so long because I'm not important anymore. So why?
Yeah.
Do you maybe have anything of importance then that they can be interested in?
Anything I have apart from myself is it's old news. Apart from my life's work, and they'll point around to where you presume the dragons are. It's not really anything, and quite frankly, no one knows I'm here.
I kind of want to insight check him, but I really suck at insight. But I still want to do one.
Okay.
Nope, still suck at them.
Well, I can incite him. And I
Because
do terrible.
he's still a Voldoni. Like, we would be apprehensive, as you said earlier, anyway,
He is
so...
Voldoni, but he's not actively attacking you. He seems
Yeah.
like
No.
an old man who's tired of the world at this point to you. No matter what race he is,
Now-
he's still an old man.
Yeah. Now, I do have a couple of questions for you. I don't know if they just wanted a fresh set of ears and eyes on this, or if it was... It's very possible we were sent here just more for our sake than for the larger community, if you will.
Before you
But-
ask those, can I ask why you're here? What's happening? What's going on in the world?
No, like I said earlier, the Voldoni Empire is on the rise again, and they've been a threat to...
What? Sorry, what? No, he's dead.
Yeah, that's
mean-
what we were thinking. But
It doesn't really seem dead to me.
You don't
Yeah.
understand. He's dead. He's gone. He's not alright. He's not here anymore, okay? There's a moment of panic you can see inside him.
well,
He's
even if
not
he
here
is,
now,
somebody
he's
is
gone.
leading.
I'm safe.
fleets.
He's no more. What? Fleet? There's no fleet. He's gone.
I mean,
I wish that were the case.
no.
Oh,
I mean, you did say yourself that he talked about immortality, so
Promised to
But
come back.
He didn't achieve anything.
maybe
no,
he
no.
achieved it behind your back.
Let me get this straight. You're saying that something claiming to be Voldoni is trying
Yeah.
to appear again.
At minimum,
yeah.
Something claiming to be part of the Voldoni Empire is making the first moves of war.
But there's not enough of our kind left. They can't do it. There's no way they can do it alone. There's none of us.
I mean, we did find a bunch of biomechanic Voldoni in a factory that tried to
On
kill
Varkin
us.
4.
Varkin 4 doesn't... We raised the planet. It doesn't exist.
It
Well,
doesn't exist now, but it did up until a few days ago.
Get kind of nuked, yes.
Please tell me you didn't find anything there. I wrote the orders to destroy the world.
I mean,
Nothing should have survived.
and I will take out.
Well, as far as mechanical things are alive, I guess not, but...
I will take out a pair of quadruple maneuver processors.
We
As-
found
We found.
an AI of sorts running the place still.
We
Not
found
maybe in its entirety.
parts and
But a
different
full
parts.
factory there.
This is what I took from one of them, but
You say an AI? No, that thing shouldn't exist anymore. We had it destroyed.
Hopefully it doesn't at this point, but it seemed to be at least somewhat active at the time.
No,
Was
no,
it
no, no,
possible?
no. Can't
It
be
certainly
possible.
looked like it existed off-world, with the entrance being in the factory that was there.
No, there was
Is that a possibility?
There was a spreader vessel just below the surface of the atmosphere. It was decommissioned. It was stopped. It was depowered. It shouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah, we were told it was most likely completely destroyed. We weren't expecting to find anything there either when we went to look for answers. But a few things seem to have survived, so I'm wondering if they may have been building an army for years under our noses.
Varkin 4 was a black box project. It wasn't meant to be known or existed. I signed off on the original orders, but as soon as we knew what was happening, I signed to destroy it.
Who
I
above you
didn't
knew?
start that.
Who below you knew?
Only a few people. The Emperor, for one. His son and some scientists. That was it. Apart from that, none of them should know anything. It shouldn't exist.
Did the sun survive the war?
I don't know what happened. happened to him, to be honest.
May he have survived the war?
I mean, I survived, it's possible, I guess, but I hope not. He was just as...
So you don't
He
know
was-
if he definitely died?
No, he was a
But
troubled
you
child.
no, but you know that the Emperor died.
I watched him die with my own hands, but his son...
My
was meant to
bet's
be
on the
ship.
sun, she says a bit snarky.
His son was on the ship we decimated. But
Doesn't mean he
Some-
died.
he was a
Somebody
weird
survived,
child.
though.
He was fanatical to his father. Anything he did wrong, he punished himself if his father was unhappy with it, but I'm sure he was on the vessel we destroyed.
That is a possibility.
He died.
I'm
I'm sorry, but he
weirdly,
kind of didn't.
yeah, weirdly enough, I'm less hung up on who it is and more hung up on what they're looking for, because we know somebody that knew this from the Voldoni Empire is still in power. Whether it was his the father, the son, or one of your other high-ranking scientists, we don't really have. There's not really much distinction between them. At this point, they're just a figurehead for us. But what we need to figure out is the larger strategic pictures, like what they're coming after and what they plan to do.
The last time the Empire tried to rise, they just wanted dominance. They didn't want anything else, really. If
And
that's
immortality
what
for
they
your
wanted.
emperor, right?
He tried that through strange rituals, but we stopped him. I thought
mean-
we stopped him. I say we, I mean me and the alliance of individuals against my people. I'm not pleased that I did this, but it was the right thing.
The world is a complicated place, and sometimes the best we can do is make the choices that we think are right at the time. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're complicated.
This is difficult. I
Yeah.
thought they were gone.
I think
Kind of.
Are they alone? Is anything else working with them, or because we don't have enough? They don't have enough numbers. I guess I'm not them anymore.
we're still sorting out the details. I don't think we've found any allies of theirs yet. But there may have been developments. We've been in wild space for what, the better part of a month now, maybe more. So there may have been developments since the last time we spoke.
How do you know it's them? Have you seen them, or?
Well, we've encountered them in the factory on Farkin 4. We know that they are up and alive. Or at least it was operating until we finished the raising process. I should say re-administered the raising process, because it was thoroughly raised. I'm not slighting your work. But we know because of the Emperor that they are alive, but they've also encountered us. We found they came into our stronghold,
No.
tried to steal some of our crew members while also well, specifically one of our scientists,
How? No.
who later got back in an infection of some kind and had to be destroyed himself.
But
It was quite sad.
How
but
did they get there?
the details of it, I don't know, but teleportation, as far as I can tell.
No.
And I think they had a ship in the sector and then teleported down, from what I could tell.
My people don't use magic.
A plane shift of some kind? I don't know.
No, for silk magic, we don't do magic anymore. Well, I guess we relied on technology.
Things may have changed, or I might be mistaken. I'm not very good at magic either, so it could have just been tech I didn't recognize.